ready to attack. Anagons flowing, stories to tell. Autobots, Decepticons ringing the bell. From leaks to legends, toys to the show. Get ready, collectors, it's time to go. Danni Dolphins, Transformers, Cybercast. Will Rainbow bringing the plastic blast. Sassy takes plastic facts, bots and boxes, ready to attack.
Anyways, welcome back to the Danni Dolphin Transformers Cybercast. I'm here with Diecast Norbz. Introduce yourself. The man that needs no
I can't hear anything now. Hold on.
No?
I'm coming back.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, no. Hey. Yeah. There we go. He'll be back, people. He'll be back. Anyways, welcome. Hope you guys are having fun out there. Hey, Norbz. Norbz will be back in a second, people. It won't be just me entertaining you today. What is she going to do now? But yeah, welcome. There's Norbz.
there we go.
There we go. The man that needs no introduction shows up twice. Say hi to the people, Norbz. Do your
Hello,
thing.
everybody out there. It's Diecast Norbz Galactic Hooligan. And I'm actually on with Danni Dolphin in the hizzy, right? And I'm actually here just to like hang out and everything like that. You can actually always find me on YouTube. You can actually find Diecast Norbz Classic, right? Because I haven't done anything in a while except for that Thundercracker video, and I need to come back into it because my sister says hi. Hi, sis. Yeah.
Getting the ladies already, baby.
There we are. So you can actually find my review of Thundercracker on there, which was the one thing that I actually did recently and everything, except I didn't do Autobot Thundercracker yet or anything, but we'll actually get into that later, right? And you can actually you can stalk me on Instagram. You can actually find me on Transformers Hooligans Hangout on Facebook, and also Diecast Norbz Activate there, and Tumblr for some reason, I don't know. So and on X and on Blue Sky. There we go. I covered everything.
There you go. But yeah, Norbz, like I said, I'll get into it. But like, it's so nice to finally do this with you. We're talking before the show, and you know, it's just like we haven't been doing the Saturday thing, everything going on. But it's just nice to reconnect. That's why I was doing this show. Like I said, like I give Raz with the night shift. He's reaching out to all these different people. I'm just trying to reconnect with the people I used to stream and do stuff with for now on this. And you know, after I have people on once after the interview, I can have them on with another person. Like, and then we don't do the interview part. We just kind of jump into all the topics and all that. So every time the first time on the show, it's always like a sit down at the beginning, you know?
Well, I love it. And the thing, so a little bit of backstory, everybody. Danni's been trying to get me on her show forever now, right? And this is the first time that the gods have actually lit a path to actually have me come over here and just kind of like have a sit down and everything. So again, thank you, Zeus. Thank you, Poseidon. You know?
Praise the Lord. But yeah, the thing too is like, you know what people always say to me too, like, you know, like they say like, I'm not saying about myself like I'm great, but some people say like I always bring out like kind of like the fun in them, or I found that when you were on too all the streams, like you brought that out of me like a lot. Like you bring out the positive, fun, hyper energy. I even act more silly and goofy when I'm around you because it's just, you bring that like upbeat energy, you know.
Absolutely. And also we're talking about stand-up comedy just a little while ago and learning how to read the room. And so I was actually reaching into everyone, just trying to see exactly what actually made people tick and everything. And then that's when I saw Danni. You could actually come out a little bit more. Come on, we could actually have more.
I know. Sometimes I do play a little coy or shy, but like sometimes, like I said, the room full of people, it can be hard because like Canadians are always very polite at the end of the day. I don't want to talk over anyone. And then also like sometimes when I don't, I gotta really think about what I say sometimes because you know what I mean.
I get that.
Sometimes I'm a little off the charts. It's not 2005 anymore. But yeah. So okay, I gotta ask right off the bat. Usually I don't start with this, but Diecast Norbz. I remember I used to see you on other channels. I think like PAX channel, like live stream or whatever, like with the Diecast. Like, did you start your YouTube channel with Diecast? Where's the name come from if you're doing Transformers stuff all the time?
So Diecast Norbz was actually something that I actually kind of like wanted to play around, and it's actually all about sound to me, right? Because Diecast Norbz actually sounds very cool. And then when I actually heard Diecast Norbz, it kind of felt like Dia clone. So like at first I wanted to like kind of like have like a theme song that was like Diecast Norbz, but
Oh,
that
yeah.
kind of like sunk a little bit more, thinking about like the long arm of petty lawsuits and that sort of thing and everything like that, and like all the other stuff and everything. And sometimes a note can actually be a little bit too similar to something, and then everybody's about litigation and everything. Like, and then I kept on watching Harmony Gold, and they're looking at me like, I'm just waiting for him to mess up. You know what I mean?
Yes. I know. Talk to Anthony. Yeah, like I know. Yeah. So it kind of came from that. And then so what did you always for your YouTube channel especially, did you do like just Transformers always, or is there other figures or anything else? Or
well, I do mostly Transformers, and then there are things that are actually get me that I'm dying so it's always been about giant robots of Japan and everything, right?
Yeah,
From Transformers, Shogun Warriors, or like in America it's Shogun Warriors. Over in Japan or like any place else, it's Mazinger Guy King, like Raiding, that sort of thing. I have a love for Vehicle Voltron. I know Jimmy is actually always about like from the good, the bad, and the other, from the good, the bad, the awesome. He always is about Lion Voltron, but for some reason, Vehicle Voltron is always something that actually gets my heart, and I won one from him one time. So like that actually takes care of that. Now I have to get the other Voltrons to follow suit and everything. Power Rangers. My little sister and I were actually talking about Power Rangers today, and then I was just like, oh yeah, there's a new Power Rangers set out there. But number one will always be Godzilla for me. He's the king of the monsters, right? So like he's always like kind of like got like a piece of my heart. In fact, I'm just gonna switch.
Wasn't there just a new Godzilla trailer out today or yesterday?
Yes. Oh man, I can't wait for that. The new -0 one. Yeah.
Oh, my mom just said hi. I said hello. Yeah, that's cool.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, there she is. Tracy's in the house. There you
Tracy, hello.
But yeah, that's, I know. And like, yeah, my Bart, like, you know, I'm with, he's huge. Like, he's got all the Shoguns. He's into like, mostly like, yeah, like all the Japanese of those robots, the bigger, like, you know, big ones, like, you know, like you're saying, I can't say the names as much guy can and all that. Like, I've learned so much more about it just being around him, you know. I always knew kind of about it, but the differences are Raz is, you know, Raziel Kane, like, you know, in Quebec or the French channels, they played more of that. They in my side, all the way on the west, we didn't get any of that. Like we got Power Rangers, which released Sentai and all that, but like we never had maybe in the earlier days, a little before me, but like we never had much of that. Like, you know, it definitely switched over. You know, it was Transformers, GI Joe, Ninja Turtles, and I was around.
Absolutely.
But, like, yeah, a little bit in the early days. Like I remember Bart was saying that he used to see some of that on like the West, but then it went away. But they still played it a lot in the French channels, right?
And I'm gonna age myself a little bit, right? Because like you know, like
how old you are.
Timeless. Yeah. I always tell everyone timeless, right? So
yeah, I just turned 40 in April, so
really, no way.
Yeah,
you don't even look 40.
Well, the Botox job. Plastic in my face and plastic around me, the happier I am.
I actually thought you were actually in your maybe early or late 20s or something like that or something.
God, thank you, Norbz.
Yeah.
No, I'm old as yeah, like I said, the more plastic in my face and around me, and the happier I can be. So
everybody actually has to have something. I keep on telling everybody, once like Apple releases the iBody, that's it for me, you know? Like it's two things. Once the Apple actually releases the iBody, and once the aliens actually pop in and like all the blue girls or green girls actually come up and everything, then that's it for human relationships. I'm done.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I know. I seen a couple blue girls in my room the other night, and I was just like, wow. But
oh, wait. Let me go back to this thing.
Yes.
So, like, I'm gonna age myself a little bit, right? Because I actually grew up with Shogun Warriors, Micronauts, ROM, Space Knight, and everything. Back then, I used to read a lot of that. That's why I was actually so jazzed about ROM as soon as he actually caught, like, as soon as a figure actually popped up about that guy, you know. And then all of a sudden, I was just like, it's finally happening, you know, like after like all those years of waiting and like the years of like having that one janky ROM Space Knight that we actually had back in the day and everything like that too, you know?
Yeah, that's a funny figure,
Yeah, right. Like
The
it was like
original,
one
yeah.
of the jankiest characters ever and everything. But now, like they actually kind of like made it up to me a little bit more. You know.
Hmm.
Now the only thing I really want to see is a Starshine, and if they
Mm.
actually made that character, that's great. But like as far as giant robots are actually concerned, I think Go Nagi actually kind of like inadvertently raised me growing up and everything like that with all the stuff that he actually had with all his super robot stories and everything
Yeah.
like that, and like so it's always been great. Then I grew up with Robotech and like and Star Blazers and all the other stuff that actually went into that actually kind of like occupied my young mind and everything like that. I grew up with like Battle of the Planets, you know, like Ultra Megatronus will always talk about like Battle of the Planets and everything like that, you know, like as like the gift from the gods and everything, which it is, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I grew up with like a lot of like a lot of anime, a lot of American animation and everything, you know. In a way, Transformers is actually kind of like the slice between both. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So, yep. So I grew up with like a lot of media and everything like that, and I had like a lot of stuff to like shape my young insane mind and everything, and so that's why I'm actually into giant robots.
Yeah,
Don't judge me.
No, I know. I thought they're cool too. Do you remember like your first actual Transformers figure you ever had?
Ironhide.
Ironhide, weird.
Yeah, out of so I was actually kind of like one of the first ones to get a Transformer on my block, right?
Okay.
And so this is the story, like among all the race cars and the super cool ones that they actually had out there, and like for me, like I always loved Prowl when I was actually like I saw him, I saw his design, like I was actually kind of like loving the silhouette that they actually had when they were introducing to Marvel, when they were introducing Transformers to Marvel Comics. And so I was just like Prowl, but then I got Ironhide, which was kind of like my parents' way of like kind of like saying like stay in your lane, kid, you know?
Yeah.
And like right, because it's the van of all characters and everything.
Yes.
I actually had a van like that at one time and everything too. And like
No way.
yep. And it was kind of like, wow, I can't believe I have this thing. What the hell? What, is this Providence? What the heck is that?
Funny. God. And what did you ever think like when you had the Ironhide, like where's his head and all that? Because you didn't really know the Diaclone thing at the time.
Yes, I did. Because like it was like he was actually a little janky too, and like that guy was probably like one of the saddest, but he was fun though. Like everything that he actually had on him and everything, as far as like being a Transformer. I mean, the fact that he actually changed into just like this long, I kind of like cylinder like robot and everything. He had two cylinders for arms and everything. Like I mean, for legs and everything like that. He wasn't the best, you know. The best thing about him was that little tractor thing that he actually came with that you could like put him onto and everything. His battle platform, you know.
That was kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah, and that was kind of cool for the time and everything. It's a robot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
And like I said, that new one that's coming out, the why am I forgetting the name? I have one of them, of the RC. You know, the ones where they're articulated.
Oh,
G1.
yeah. I don't have any of those yet. The missing link characters?
Yeah, it's missing link. I only have the one, right? Because I just put her with my G1s because I'm not really about all the moving. But like the thing is, like with the RC, it's like we never got her in the G1, so she kind of goes in. And then that Ironhide, that's another one I'd like to get because it just looks like the Ironhide you thought it might look like as a kid. You know what I mean? Fit with the G1s.
He looks amazing.
Cool. Yeah.
But also I don't want to pay $200 or $300 for Iron. You know what I mean? So like when they're actually talking about the price points of these guys and everything like that, I kind of feel like Hasbro actually might have it all wrong, and they're actually going for the money grab and the nostalgia, which is pretty much what it is.
Sure. But I had to get the RC. But yeah, I'm still like, yeah, it was horrible to pay for.
I want her so badly. Like she's the one character. I love RC. I'm such an RC fan. You know, I love all the female Autobots and everything. Moonracer is actually probably my favorite one. Okay. Kind of like why I actually like off-picked a name for my car, and I call her Moon Chaser, right? Off of Moonracer, right? So like, yeah. So like as far as that's concerned, I like, but RC that first edition kind of like RC and everything, something we've never gotten before. I want that. Raz was kind of like, oh, look at this, you know, like, and I was like drooling a little bit just like watching her, you know.
I know. I think I used Raz like 10% off. It still didn't do much. It was like a kick in the teeth. Raz, use your 10% code. It still cost me like $200 Canadian off of DJC. But yeah, and he's got the prototype color because they actually showed that back in the day, right? And then like the one Raz has, and then yeah, I got the pink like the show one, but Raz is colorblind, so it doesn't matter. But
it's true, yeah.
But yeah, it's funny. When did you decide to make like a Transformers YouTube channel though? In general, like what kind of decided for that? You know. Like,
so this is the thing. Like I always saw people doing video, like shows and everything. I've always seen people doing video and everything like that, coming up with like different talking points and everything. I talked to. And then Vangelis was actually kind of like the one person who I kind of like loved watching all the time and everything like that, you know. And I thought that he was actually just like one of the greatest. And I've always like thought maybe I can actually do that, you know. Like I don't know. Yeah. And then I got in touch with Patriot Prime, and Patriot was actually really kind with like how like he thought like, yeah, you could do it, like why don't you just try something, you know what I mean? And like this was before I started making videos, so I actually kind of like just picked his brain a little bit and everything like that, just to see exactly like what I should look out for, how I should actually think about things, like and then I tried doing it, you know. I actually had my iPhone camera. And then I went off, and then I decided to like make a real jank video and everything like that about like I forgot what my first. I think my first one was Jetfire.
Do you remember your first video?
Yeah, it was actually Siege Jetfire.
Okay.
Yeah, which was, and I love Jetfire. Like he's probably like one of my favorites. I actually have a few favorites. I have like Bumblebee's always going to be like a number one, right? Then there's always going to be like Jetfire is like following, and then Slag. You know what I mean? I don't care what anybody says. It's Slag, you know?
So yeah, I'm not saying anything else. Yeah, Slag. And do you like Jetfire, like the toy more because it comes with, you know, the Robotech Macross type thing? Do you relate it to that, or do you just like him in general? Jetfire?
So the Siege Jetfire was actually kind of like something, and then I love the Macross stuff. You know, like Macross was always like one of those was one of those like styles that were just amazing. I hate that Harmony Gold actually held anime back such a long time by their sheer litigation and everything like that, right? And until recently, when Hasbro finally won with Jetfire and everything like that, you know what I mean? So like it's
crazy.
Yeah, good on them though.
So long, but yeah, I know it was. But did you did you love the Jetfire toy, like the original, like a lot? I loved the Jetfire
toy, you know. And then my first impression was when seeing that animation where Jetfire comes out of that boulder and everything like that, chasing the Decepticons in that giant jet mode and everything like that. And in my young mind, I was just like, oh my god, he's the best thing ever, you know. So like I had to have him. And he's cool. Yeah, I had him, and I had like an Alpha Fighter to go along with that. And I always thought that would have actually made a great Autobot design and everything altogether, you know, from Macross. So yeah, so like I really loved all of those characters and everything. And for me, Jetfire and Skyfire could actually kind of like work within the same realm and everything. You know, one is a scientist, the other was is the battle-hardened fighter and everything like that, you know? So, and I still have my Skyfire up here. I'm actually thinking about putting what was it again? Was it the Titans Returns? Was it Titans Returns Jetfire, or was it? I don't remember exactly where that Jetfire actually comes from.
The Siege one, or
no, not the Siege one. The Siege one's actually right up there and everything.
Yeah.
With his battle
the other one. Yeah. I think it was Titans or.
So I really like that character a lot, you know, but like I keep on feeling as though they can actually still like work within the same realm and everything, being two separate characters altogether. Yes, you know,
I'd say so too. Yeah, it's distinguished enough, especially when you're like deeply in the lore enough, right? You know it enough, you know, stands
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And there are those like secondary, tertiary characters and everything for me. Yeah. I know like. Thrilling 30, thank you, by the way. That's what it was.
Yeah, I know the package. Yeah, I should have thought with the red, and it's
I appreciate that.
Real Generations one, yeah.
Because my brain isn't working right now or anything like that, and like that was great. And I love that Jetfire a lot. I kind of wish, and I kind of like still want to go back, and there's like another there's another third-party company that actually made a Jetfire that's actually amazing, right?
Mhm.
Like it's got like the updated Macross, like what do you call it, the updated Macross motif and everything like that. He's actually got like super articulated movement and everything, but Jetfire colors. Oh
Okay.
my god, that thing is great. You know,
That's
so like,
cool.
mhm.
Do you have much third party, or do you dive deep into that at all? Or
I actually have a few things that are actually third party, and I won a Huffer just the other day and everything. But let me. Oh, you want to know what? Hold on, I'll be right back.
yes,
I gotta get this guy because like this
no
guy's
worries.
prize of my third party. Like I even have a Power Glide that's actually third party also. That's like a DX9, and I also have like a Mirage that's third party also, and then another Slag. But this is the prize of my collection in third party.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that is so cool. I love that because they just showed another one of those. Is that what you call it? The brand? Oh God,
Toyota.
is that or what's the name of that third party company? You know?
Oh, hold on a second. Let me see. If
I know because they had that
here.
other guy they just released, I think, recently.
Yeah, they actually have this one. This one is actually coming from Infinity.
Is it Infinity? Is that one the Infinity?
Yeah, this is actually the box that it actually came in. I don't remember the toy brand or anything like that.
Yeah, I have it on the tip of my thing, but but I just can't remember.
Agent 16 and up. No, I don't know. Like I'm
it's
trying
cool though. I love I used to like third party a lot more. I just ended up. Was it that's what I was gonna say. Was it Mastermind Creations?
Mastermind Creations. Thank you. Yeah.
Because they also have that black car that's coming out, the Infinity series, the Alter Beta.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
What's it?
Ocular Max.
Ocular Max. Yeah, but I think Ocular Max. But do they call it? Yeah, that's so weird. But yeah, I mean, there's another one like that. That's like kind of like that. I think Mastermind Creations, but they did some of the other vehicles from that line. But it's cool.
So I'll tell you one thing. I kind of need to get the other version with the red, with the red motif and everything like that, right?
Yeah.
I need the other one with the midlife crisis colors and everything like that, because like that is my drift right there and everything like that with the tempographs and everything like that. Like he's actually so great. But this guy is amazing though. Only problem I actually have with him, and I haven't done a review about him just yet or anything. My only issue is that sometimes the thumbs actually like to pop off a little bit too. Yeah, but aside from that, this guy is just amazing, you know?
Yeah, they are. Like, I love some stuff out there. Right? I ended up snapping, what was it, a G2 Menosaur in half.
Oh, that's great.
The Motor Master, yeah. So it really stung actually, and they called them, and the thing was broken, and they wouldn't replace the one thing, and it was my own fault. But he's on this weird hinge slider, and it's so thin, dude. Like, and the thing is, like, you have to slide it so carefully, and I just janked it, and it broke, and but then I kind of got out of collecting as much third party. You can see that one kind of glowing back there. I got a lot of the Make Toys Jets I ended up getting. But,
that's cool.
I have a lot of them, and I have the Giga Power, like the dinos up there, like if you see them, the like the big Grimlock and shit, like the Giga Power dinosaurs, always like them. But I just had to get away from it a little bit, and then like back then, a while ago, like the cost was so much cheaper. Like I could be collecting a lot of Hasbro plus that, and then just kind of like, and then I collect all those weird anime figures and stuff that you've seen. Like, so it's like I kind of have to find out what I like the most. You know what I mean? Even if you can afford it, it's just like you're just buying so much, you're not even enjoying it at that point because you're just a new thing.
I get it. Like right now, like I'm actually just mostly collecting like everything like within Hasbro and everything more than anything else, And if I'm actually getting, and if I'm getting anything else, it'll probably be like I would love to get more Solar Shikogen, and then like more characters from. I'm gonna show you something really gangster. A lot of people actually love this one. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can actually take him out here without messing anything out or burning down my house or anything like that. Hold on. Here it goes. And just let me just dust them off a little bit properly and everything like that for all you kids at home. Hold it a second.
Yeah, Dustbusters.
All right, here we go.
Look
Are
up
you
the-
ready?
Yep. Let me
Hold
see.
on.
Maybe zoom into now that I got this.
This character was actually something I actually got in San Francisco, and I used to live out there and everything like that. So, like,
Oh wow!
everybody get your sunglasses on. All right,
Okay,
ready?
San Francisco. I get it. Oh wow! Yes, that guy. Yeah, what's his name? The gold one, right?
Yeah, this is Raiden.
Yeah, I
And
did.
he's
But yeah, the gold version. Yeah, you remember he showed
he
it.
is-
So cool.
He's so amazing. I know
Yeah.
I actually have. I don't know if I actually still have another one in package or if I actually sold that one and everything
That is
because, like,
cool.
yeah, I was actually going through a depression
Like-
sale at one time and everything like that. So it's just like getting rid
Yeah.
of a couple of things. You know what I mean? But
Oh, I
this
know.
guy.
It reminds me of
cannot
like
get rid of
it reminds me of like the the Oscars of collecting.
What?
Thank
I'm
you.
the collector.
Thank you. You're the best collector, Norbz. Thank you. Tell the people. But yeah, so cool. So shiny. My seagull-like brain is like shiny.
Right? So, like, I wasn't kidding when I told you guys to put on your sunglasses.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah.
It's like looking at the sun. How do you describe your collecting style though? Are you completionist or do you like what do you focus on kind of in that? Like, do you need everything or do you need every version of jazz or are you good with one or
I'm not.
You know what I
So I'm not like a real completionist. Like I actually have a few masterpiece transformers. I don't need to collect every single one of them. Like for everything now, almost, but not quite a completionist or anything like that. Like say if I actually get Reflector, I'm not going to get just like this one guy or anything like that. I'm going to get all three because I believe all three to be just one guy, and then he's just Reflector. You know what I mean? So like he's not Viewfinder or whatever the other names are or anything like that. I just want Reflector. You know what I mean? On everything dealing with Legacy right now, kind of sort of, because I'm actually still trying to build up like the perfect 1984 to 1986 collection. So that's actually almost done, unless they decide. But I don't need Astro Train, right? Like so like there's that whole thing. Like yeah, and then like everybody was just like, oh my god, Astro Train, and then like everybody got it, and they're like, ah, oh, it's Astro Train, right? So
yeah, it's pretty bad. Like the robot mode at least is just. It's weird, yeah. And I'm not too picky, but like, what about like, do you have all the Siege guys too and all that as well? Like, did you keep do you need the Siege Ironhide and all the new Ironhides, or do you differ from that? Or
I do have all of those guys also, but that's before they actually made this new Ironhide, like the 86 Ironhide. Yeah, and then when they made 86 Ironhide, that's kind of like the final staple. But then they actually made that one with the opaque windows and everything, and then maybe because I liked the thought that they actually put like a stripe like right on the side, and he looks a lot more complete. So maybe I might delve into him and everything, you know. But like, do I need them? Like, I actually have a ton of Galvatrons, right? Like from Legacy, right? So like, I have like. Yeah, so like I actually have Siege Galvatron, I actually have, and then I actually got the upgraded Galvatron, and then I finally got correct color Galvatron.
Nice.
That's where I want to stay. Nice. And then I actually lost. There was a sword that I actually lost with Overcharge. Like so, for some reason, Overcharge came in without a sword and everything, and I called Hasbro, and then I say, "You didn't give me a sword." They were like, "Cool, here goes a Galvatron," and I was just like. But I don't need another Galvatron, you know.
No one does. Yeah,
exactly. But like, there you go. I mean, so like that's why I have so many Galvatrons. But do I need all of them? Not necessarily. Like I have like my Optimus Prime up there. I don't know if I want the battle wary Optimus Prime from the '86 movie or anything like that. Although I kind of want it so I could trade this arm and put on that guy. Because like that would actually make more sense for that whole thing, so I can actually have like a. But then if I got that, do I need the Megatron? Probably. And then so like there's all that stuff and everything like that. Like right now, I kind of like love the Skybound story, and I kind of would love to emulate that a little bit more. Hence Autobot
Thundercracker. Yeah, right. That's cool.
So,
can you show Thundercracker? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Because the stickers, it looks great. Like it does look so much. Right. They just add that much to it to make it look like that. Because I know Ken was saying that he wants to get that Thundercracker just for the stickers that you had. So.
complete with non-F upgrades, right?
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Okay.
not non-F. This was Go Better upgrades.
Oh, it
So,
was?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like they're fantastic. Like if you didn't get
Yeah.
if you get this guy, if you
I
get
do.
any of the stars, if you get any of the seekers,
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the non-F upgrades. Yep.
Yeah, they get that good.
I mean non-F, the Go Better upgrades because they're amazing. They do so much. And then I'm kind of jealous. Thanks, Danny, for putting up your Starscream up there and everything. You know, like
I got it from
Hasbro's-
CMD, I think, or can't remember the mall. No, yeah, this was CMD. I think I had credit on there for something that they canceled. So it's like,
so Amazon is still holding my Skywarp hostage, right?
Oh, really?
Yep, they still haven't sent him over to me or anything like that. And I'm stalking them, and I keep on saying, "So you got that Skywarp I've been wanting?" You know?
Did you pay it in full already too, or no?
No. Well, so the whole thing is that I guess they didn't realize the Skywarp was actually going to be this super popular character, and then all of a sudden they like filled in some of their other orders, and then they sent me a message that said, "So do you really still want him?" I'm just like, "Yeah." They're like,
Of course.
"Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like,
Yeah.
"Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Okay, we're going to order them for you." So, but right now they won't fill my order because they have like the aftermarket because scalpers be out scalping, right?
Yes.
And then so they actually have a bunch of scalpers who are actually selling him for much more than he's actually worth right now.
On there,
So and then that's why they haven't filled my order yet or anything like that. So the bastards that be Amazon, I'm going to blame you, Bezos, right? This is exactly what's actually happening, you know?
Bastards.
Yeah.
What about for your YouTube stuff? Do you plan like your videos? Do you script or freestyle when you're doing your reviews and stuff, or what? How do you? Plan those?
So Danny, I would like to script. But I often go off script more than anything else.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
And
I do the same.
yeah, and when I was actually writing for what do you call it? I was actually writing for a toy periodical for one time and everything. What was it again? It's been such a long time and everything like that. I almost forgot, and then I kind of like want to put it on my resume too and everything like that. You know, hold on, someone named, maybe Quentin, I guess. You know, like that guy sounds really cool.
Be careful. You might be driving a minivan.
So what do you call it? So like that's kind of like where that is. Like Skywarp still hasn't gotten into my hands. And what was I? Oh yeah, so like I was actually writing for that one periodical and everything like that. What was it again? Toy something or the other. I forgot what it was. But like, so I kind of like loved just writing for these characters a lot more and everything like that. You know, like there's like a whole thing of like just being able to create a better picture of everything written wise and everything. That's why I'm actually kind of like delving more into writing for my own characters right now and everything like that. I kind of feel like I have like, I kind of like felt like there's something that I've actually had on my mind for like years now and everything, you know what I mean? So like it needs to like do a lot more of that, you know?
No, have you done
Quentin.
your own like OC characters, like original stuff, like your own, like you know what I mean? Have you made up your own? Yeah, so okay.
Yeah.
But have you ever like made the figures, like done like customs of your own or anything like that?
Oh no. Well, this one's actually out of Transformers altogether.
Oh
This is
yeah,
actually
okay.
So this is actually my own story and everything like that. Like this is actually like my own hero's journey and everything like that. You know, so yeah. But as far as making up my own characters, there are characters I've actually made upgrades to and everything like that. But using the sensibility of what the characters actually offer with other characters and everything. Like say like with Energon Superion, there was an avenue to put wings onto him by using the Decepticon bird character. I forgot what the character's name was out there, but like you can actually easily add that on as a backpack and everything. Or like with Energon Devastator, because he was in 6 characters, you can easily use like another Decepticon. Which one is it? It wasn't Scavenger or anything like that, was it? It was there was a character that actually had like a salvo on his back that turned into a dump truck. And it was great. Most gangster thing about that character was that he had giant Decepticon symbol like right in his flatbed, and then you can actually add that on and he was Devastator, and he was my Devastator for a long time before I actually got an actual Devastator. You know?
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Right.
That's cool. And it's
So,
cool that you said, like, oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say it's cool that you're saying that stuff about like make your own characters, because I know when you're talking about Razo, the art too, and like the same thing with me. Like I don't really show it much or do much with it now, but same thing. Like I used to create, like I used to draw too, like a little more like silly stuff, but I used to still do all the same thing. Like, well, kind of like create my own worlds, my own character, a hero's journey. Like I have a background in film, went to film school. Like I mean, my brain always works like that. Like I do all that stuff too, but like I never really do anything with it anymore. Like in the younger days when I had all that free time and you know what I mean? Like you could do so much, but now it's like I say, I just don't put much of it out there now and do all that. But I'm always thinking like that too. Like, I remember when you're talking about that, it resonated with me a lot because, it's just a side of us that, we'd have, we don't always talk about or bring out as much. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely. I get it.
Yeah.
And for me, it's kind of like, I feel like I was actually, but I'm not saying like I'm being all grandiose and shit by just talking about this and everything like that, but I kind of feel like I was actually kind of put here to tell a story, right?
Yeah, I feel the same, yeah.
Right. And so this is one of the reasons why I'm actually delving back into the characters that I actually had for a long time and everything like that, because like, was it Mixmaster? Demolisher, that was him.
Demolisher,
that's right. Yeah, I had to feel, I didn't remember what his name was offhand or anything like that. It was bothering me because like, I feel like my memory is actually getting all jank and everything like that right now. But I'll tell you what, that Demolisher on that version of Energon Devastator was just great. Like if you actually get a chance to work it, and then the way you actually work it is you actually have to like use the hands to actually grab onto the pegs, onto the legs and everything like that, and fashion in a way where it's actually on the top of his. Oh, it's great. Like if you can actually figure out exactly how to do that, I highly, highly recommend it.
That's super cool.
It's just a new way of playing around with your figures and everything like that. I actually love it. Yeah.
But yeah, so, like I said, I relate to that storytelling thing so much because, like I said, I used to make tons of short films, like drawings on my own comic type thing. Even like Bart actually had a published comic, and he was a really good artist back in the day. He stopped drawing for like 20 years now, but he actually, I think it was Dark Horse or something in the black and white comic boom way back. He was part of, and but then they missed their date, like the publishing date. And back then, if you missed your one date, like you're done. Like they'll never. Todd talks about that and all that. So it's like, so we ran into that. But you know what I mean? It's just like he has that thing too where it's like we're always talking stories and it's like it's fun to, it's just I don't do enough of it. I love to do something too at one point, like you said, because it's like I want to tell a story, but just trying to figure out how and when. There's so many options now too. So
true.
Get stuff done.
I'll tell you one thing. What actually kind of like what touched me a lot was actually listening to Happy Accident's story. Like when he was actually talking to Raz Al Kane and everything. And I it's not like I didn't start before that, but I think it kind of like made me see a lot more of myself and everything and where I actually wanted to be and everything, and talking with Happy Accident, like I haven't gotten a chance to really talk with Happy Accident in a long time or anything like that. Great dude, right? Yeah. And he's actually always got like something going on and everything like that. Always something like super imaginative and everything like that. He's living in that world. And that's where I want to be. I want to be in that world. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like one of the cases there,
Yeah, I know. I did that with him too, and then you brought it out, and then I just felt the same way. It's just like it's just nice to and when you're like back in the day, like when you're hanging out with friends and art, like what I mean. There's so much more ideas going on.
Yes, one of the reasons why I miss art school too. So like I was actually in animation school for a long time.
That's cool.
And so that was actually like the second degree that I was actually working on and everything, So like I actually already have like one before in communications and everything, and then I went back to school for art. And so being around a lot of creative people just really just gets really gets everything going and everything like that. You know what I mean?
It's fun to get the ideas and just trying and like not judgmental. Like what I mean? It's just good to get it out there, and it's just just being sitting around BSing with people, like you can like used to come up with so many things like, oh, this for a movie or that for a cartoon or this for a show, right?
One of
Yes.
the things that I kind of like hate about like being in my school was they were actually very singular at the time and everything. They were like it was kind of like the you can do it by yourself kind of thing. Like you can
Yes.
actually do it, but no, it wasn't like you can actually do it by yourself. It was like you can actually do it by yourself, but you have to work with another company. And one of the things that I wanted, one of the things that I wanted to do with the character, with the people that I was actually going out, that I was going to school with, was that I really thought that we could actually all get together and work on something. It was going to be my project, yes, right? But like I kind of felt like I actually had an idea, you know, but like I couldn't get everybody to like actually do that because I get on board because everybody was like, yeah, but I got to work for a company, you know? And I'm just like, but we could be the company. But I didn't think anybody really dared enough to like actually really want to do something a little bit more different and everything like that at the time. That it kind of like, I think it kind of like still hits a chord with me and everything like that, you know, but it's
same.
Yeah.
Same. Like I did the same. Like I was like, I can invent this right now back in the day. And I was like, we could do this and that, but you got to put the work in, you got to be here, you got to do it. And some people were flaky. They'd be into it for a bit, but they wouldn't commit their whole life. They wouldn't commit everything. You know what I mean? Like they'd only commit so much. And it's like, no, this takes way more, you know? And I always people, like Ninja Turtles guy sitting in a room, you know, Todd did it all by himself. But for me, I need like another person because I can do the idea and a little of this, but maybe I need someone like hone the vision, like if it's going to be drawn or something, right? I can come up with most, but you know what I mean? I work better with a person like that, right? And it's like, you know, I had lots of people, even the film thing, we did lots for a long time. But then I said people get a little older and they're like, this is kind of, if it's going nowhere or you get too ahead of the time, because I was doing all this stuff way before YouTube. Then YouTube came out, and YouTube's not even really about short films anymore, you know, and all that. But you know, it changed, but still, like if you were just committed in that time and area, would have gone somewhere more. But you needed, like, you have to be like in that, like, you know, you have to be doing that work, you know.
Absolutely.
It's tough, right? I know it strikes a chord with me too.
Yeah, and then life gets in the way too, and everything like that. Like you've actually heard about my story in Raz's channel and everything like that too, and everything. But like when it comes down to that, like it's kind of hard to like actually be able to like sit there and focus on everything. You know what I mean? Because like you've got to focus on everything else in life and everything. You know? Don't touch me. I'm playing with Spider-Man back here. Okay, so like. So you've actually got to focus on everything.
What about now? Like, do you like with this creative and work? Do you get burnout from like doing the YouTube too, from like life and all that now, or are you pretty good? Or
that's why I kind of had to stop for a while and everything like that, because like with my old job, I was actually working all the time, 24 hours, 7 days a week, and everything like that. With my new job, I'm working kind of like kind of like in that aspect, but it's a little bit better. And like being able to filter in like a little bit of time so then I could actually go back to doing like some of the things that I love, right? Yeah. It's sales. Like I'm actually in sales and everything like that. I don't know how much longer I'd actually want to stay in sales or anything like that. But like at the same time, it's fun. I love connecting with people and that sort of thing, you know? So like that's kind of like where it is and everything like that there. If I could actually like if I could actually create a new gig though, you know, if I can actually create the vehicle that drives itself eventually, that's what it's all about, you know?
Totally. I know. I know time and stuff I got to do, and it's balance and burnout. It's very tough.
Absolutely.
And I almost gave up too. Like I had 2 videos out that year, and then Ultra Megatronus reached out and he got me on his like with you guys on the Saturdays, and that kind of revived it all for me. You know, now I got multiple things, but I'm not doing what I did before. Before I was doing all this like it wasn't even highly done, but it was this time-consuming editing stuff, and I do miss some of it. I'll do it once in a while, right? But right now it's like, you know, I'm just trying the live stream stuff is so much easier. I'm good off the cuff or better, like, you know, and then like
I agree.
I don't stick to the script anyway. So, and then, you know, it's just, it's up. Like, you know, I love to do real content too, but it just for the other stuff and burnout, I have to just kind of go slow.
Have you been doing better doing live or?
Yeah, I have. Like I said, like one of my videos did really well that I actually edited, but my live, like I said, this stream does really well. In particular, the Cybercast, especially when I have a new person to interview, like the retention is way longer. but I just don't do it enough. Like, if I know what it takes, it's just like I just trying to find the balance, because I'm still doing this for fun as a hobby right now. Like, even if I made money, it would be a couple bucks. Like, I got to do my other stuff standing on my head and shit. So it's like I just tried to, like, this is supposed to be kind of a bit of a downtime and have fun and like connect with people like you and all our other friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
if I could actually filter it in a way, we could actually kind of like have like one gigantic nerdy podcast or something that can actually happen on a weekly basis and everything. Because like I've actually been like kind of like listening to a lot of podcasts. One of the ones that I love the most is the Let's Make a series. So they actually have like Let's Make a Horror, Let's Make a Rom-Com. Oh, thanks, Joe. I appreciate you.
Yeah. I think he's friends with E-Man Joe. He comes from E-Man.
Nice.
Yeah. Or that's what I know. Yeah.
He's got me right here. So let me tell you. So like, I've actually been listening to like the Let's Make a series. So like, it's actually a group of 3 people that actually got together and they decided that they wanted to make a rom-com. They wanted to make a sci-fi. And then the next season it was like let's make a rom-com. And then the next season was like let's make a horror. If you get a chance to listen to that, especially you, Danny. If you get a chance to listen to that, it will actually give you so much inspiration.
Okay, that's cool.
And
send it
then
to me on Facebook later or something, because I won't remember.
Oh, I'll send it to you. Don't worry.
You don't mind. Thank you. Yeah.
Are you Apple or are you Android?
Apple, yeah.
Okay, good. So like, I think you can actually find it on their podcast and everything like that. And then they also do this thing called the Town Show, which is just them BSing. Making a town every single day is like something new that they put into the town and everything like that. It's actually, it's amazing. It's such a great show. And every time I hear it, I kind of feel like they're actually kind of like living the life that I want to live and everything like that. Just like having like groups of friends together and everything, just talking about this stuff and everything, creating something special. And it doesn't necessarily actually have to work in the real world or anything like that, but it works in the world that they're actually building and everything like that,
Well, that's interesting.
Right, which is a community of friends just BSing together and everything and making money while doing it and everything. You like that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, that is cool. That's fun. Yeah, sometimes I find it hard too, like with our thing, like with people, like not like in particular, like it's just like, I'm friends with so many people and then they're not friends. You get them together and sometimes there's drama. It's tough. Like, it's great when people like, the Saturdays, everyone kind of gets along. Like, it's good when the people get along. But the thing of the stress, we used to do some other shows and people would be fighting. And just like that took the fun out of it too before I stopped, Like
Danny and I are gonna have a switchblade battle as soon as we're actually done here. Yeah, I know. I know. I always look at tease. It's like if we're at a convention, we should like fist fight or something. That'd be cool. Just entertain someone. Hi, I'm missing you.
Yeah, whack. But
that's funny.
I want to go to TFCon Toronto, like, cause I don't want to get too political, obviously, but I'd love to go back to States. I used to go to like Portland and all that before, but I'd love to like go to like TFCon or Raz's and meet some people and hang out, and then maybe do one in like the States. But have you been to a TFCon ever?
I've actually been to one in Orlando, right?
I'd like to go to that one too.
Yeah, that's where I met up with Patriot and all the other guys. That was actually cool, right? And then I missed the one in Chicago because I was actually broke and I was going through like all my stuff and everything like that. So like that's kind of like the thing there. I want to go to the one in Orlando because that sounds great. And then everybody keeps on talking about Toronto. I've been wanting to go to Toronto for a long time to get my superpowers. So like kind of like where I want to be and everything, because like that's kind of like one of the cities I've actually wanted to see like as much as I wanted. And I don't know if you'll think this is weird, but I kind of want to see that as much as I want to see Tokyo,
Weird,
for whatever. So it's gonna be weird just hearing me say that and everything, especially with you living in Canada, and you might say, "Oh, Toronto's horrible."
No, I don't know. I've never been that far out east. Like, that would be a huge plane ride. Like, it's almost quicker for me to fly in the States, but just less hassle right now to go to Toronto. But I really like to do it for 2027 Toronto, not because it's happening like this weekend, I think, in Toronto this weekend, right? But I'm like right above, Washington State, right? So Seattle.
Oh, wow.
Area. Yeah, so I'm way on the west, right? Yeah.
What about yourself? Have you actually been to TFCons?
No. Like I said, the Toronto one is
Really?
the closest one. It's on the other side of the country in Canada, so it's like I'm not a good flyer. You know what I mean?
Wait, why aren't you a good flyer?
I just get nervous on planes. I don't know. I'm like
No, planes are your
hyperventilating.
planes. Planes are amazing. They're
Ativan
gigantic.
is your friend when you're on a plane.
They're planes are gigantic birds of war that are
Yeah.
actually made to zoom through the. No, I'm just kidding with you.
No, I know. I gotta do it, man. I
planes-
do, because if I could go there and meet Raz and whoever else could come up, like, because it's like the New York area is not even that far, right? Like from there, so it'd be cool.
I know Raz kept on telling me about coming out to Canada too and everything, and it was just
Yeah.
like, I'm like, are you gonna make me try? Are you gonna let me try the poutine when I'm out there? You know?
Yeah, heck yeah. Ketchup, chips, poutine, Smarties will fill you up. Party all night long, right? But like, I know it'd be a blast, man. Like in the hotel.
Yeah, man. Because like, I'll tell you, like, so Raz actually, and then I was actually so close. So like, I had an ex-girlfriend of mine who used to travel back and forth to her family over in Michigan and everything like that. And I used to go with her all the time. And I was like this close to getting to Canada, and I really wanted to go there so badly and everything like that. But like, she didn't have her passport at the time or anything like that, you know. So like, that's kind of like where things actually missed. Or else I'd be living in Canada by now.
Oh,
No lie,
wow.
just saying.
That's
just
cool.
saying.
Red and white bandana in Canada, you know.
Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna get my Vindicator costume, my Vindicator cosplay, and everything like that, and just live out there or something, or Puck. I don't know.
Yeah,
like I don't know what's going on.
I love those guys. It's funny. Like Bart loves the Canadian Marvel Legends. He has them all. Like, it's so funny. I always laugh at him. He loves Wolverine. They got so upset when he wasn't, like, they portrayed him as American in the show.
I get it. I
know, it's too funny. But I'm gonna jump into some Transformers lore a little bit. Like, what was your favorite Transformers series? Is it G1 or?
It's definitely G1, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'll always be G1 more than anything else. And I hear you guys in the background, you youngins and everything like that, who are talking about like, oh, he's G1er.
Yeah,
That was the innovator of everything that's Transformers.
I know. Started it all.
We had janky Transformers and we liked it. You know, we had bricks. We had like everything that actually started off this whole entire beautiful thing that we're actually into, right?
Yeah.
So I love G1. I love G1. That being said, Transformers Prime is amazing, right?
Yeah.
Everything about that thing is just beautiful. And I love Transformers 1. I kind of wish that marketing actually kind of like made that marketing and the fans didn't condemn it to what it was actually condemned to.
Yeah.
But I'm also hoping
feel the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
But I'm actually also hoping that it'll actually catch a second wind, kind of like Alita Battle Angel did. And then they'll actually kind of like start saying, maybe we shouldn't. And then I kept on hearing something about like they were actually going to work on a Transformers 1, but like keep progressing the story. I forgot what the running title was supposed to be for that. But based on everything that's actually going on with it right now, and the fact that it's actually a cult classic, and you still haven't seen Transformers 1, really? Ionicus, what's going on there? What happened?
What happened?
Who hurt you? Ionicus, I guarantee you are actually going to love Transformers 1 because like it's just a great story. It's just like a way of putting 40 years of lore into this, you know, which was just amazing to me. You know, I love Beast Wars. I love for some reason I think I'm the only one who might like Beast Machines, but like I like it for the fact that they actually put in the Oracle into this whole thing. That
I like Beast Machines as a separate thing. Like if it's like a total thing from like, I mean, it still could be whatever Beast Wars, but like, you know, if you look at it just completely separate, like with a little bit of like, you know, spin off of Beast Wars, I do like it too in a sense because I like Black Arachnia at the time. Like I thought like, it was weird, like it was trippy weird and stuff. Some of it was like really weird, but I liked it in a sense. I just wanted more from it, I think, in the end, but some of the toys are a little off, but now I like the toys. Like I have that Black Arachnia, she's cool.
I want that again because she was amazing.
Yeah, and it's different. Like I feel the same. Like there's a part of me that did like it, or maybe wanted more out of it. Like you know, the Diacons. Like I always thought they were kind of cool at the beginning, and you know, I just it's a hard thing to say,
I think for the toys themselves, they were like very out of proportion with
Yeah.
certain things that they actually, you know what I mean? And like I kind of feel like if they actually made it around a certain size class, it would have actually been a hit. But then they actually said, okay, here goes Optimus Primal, and here goes Cheetor.
The Cheetor, it's as big as a cat. The marketing, it's like, what is the case? It's as big as a tank. It's Tankor. And you know what? The other funny thing is, like, animated, man. When I saw that in the store, I can't remember what year it came out. I was probably high out of my mind or whatever. But I remember thinking, like, I was gonna lose it, man. I saw it on the shelf. I was ready to like smash the shelf. Like, I was like livid. I was like, this isn't right. This is too wrong. Like, I was insulted by it. Like, I know that's just so stupid, but now I love it. Like, I love I watched the show a bit. It's a pretty good, but I love the toys. Like, I collect them all now. I love the toys. I think they're so.
Danny, I was about to say back then, I would have actually been like, tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, no, I would live it. Like, I was like, if you even mention this around me, I'll smash it at a store. Like, I'd knock it off the shelf. Like, I was just stupid, man. I had so much anger before I like changed because I was just always built up, pent up, hating on everything. And it's still a little part of me, but it's funny when I'd see it. Now I love it because it's just so unique and different in a cool way, like, I don't know, it's just different. The animated cool toys are, they're weird. I still think they're kind of weird, but they're just fun. And, they're how they've aged pretty well. Like, they're
animated,
brittle, but they're just different,
Absolutely. Animated, I think, was actually probably one of the most successful toy lines that they've actually had because I thought it was great. For the main reason that every single one of the characters that they actually had on screen resembled the toys almost to one. Which was great. My favorite was always the Optimus Prime truck, and then Bumblebee. Like those characters were just amazing. And then I
love Blitzwing with the head, like all the different. He's German, he's Russian, or whatever. Like the different.
I love the concept. I could never get it to work on my Blitzwing for some reason. Like, it was like that was the first thing I wanted to do. Like, oh my god, it's gonna be so great, but like it's not.
Yeah, I just turned up my finger. Yeah, I didn't even know it would work. Yeah, it's so funny. But yeah, I love the design of that character. It's so cool. But what about like Autobot or Decepticon? Which one do you like? Do you have a favorite character from each?
Autobots, always Autobots for me. Like the Autobots are probably like the quintessential. So like when I was a kid growing up with them, it really was almost not biblical, but it was kind of like biblical and everything, is in the way of like, this is the true story of good and evil, right? Yeah. And they actually had their factions and everything like that showed presently exactly what they. And then with Megatron being a gun. Back in the day and everything like that, before everybody actually started going crazy and everything like that, the fact that Megatron was actually a gun was actually the way he actually forcefully laid out his hand in order to smite his enemies, and also being able to like actually act as a sword for those other characters and everything, so he could actually blast other characters to oblivion and everything. Like that. He was actually like, and then the fact that he was actually this character. The character who actually like used his force of will, even now with the newer comics with Skybound, like if Megatron is actually in someone's hand, he's actually enacting his will on them to actually blast whoever. If that's not perfect,
it is.
But if I'm actually thinking favorite Decepticon, it probably like for that fact, it might be Megatron, but also Rumble. He's probably like, he's a Joe Pesci character. He's actually like my favorite little asshole ever and everything like that. And then Thundercracker here is amazing. Did I tell you about my affiliation with Thundercracker? Because because he was always just great. Like he was actually like, he was like the one that kind of like questioned his like where he was and everything, like that just alone to me actually said like maybe there's a redeeming quality in him. And ever since I was actually younger, I kept on feeling as though there should have actually been like a redeeming quality. And now Skybound actually kind of made that happen, like it was actually ongoing for the longest time now and everything, but like now that was kind of like the pinnacle, right?
They made it kind of definitive, I guess, right? Or whatever.
For Autobots, who doesn't love Optimus Prime, right? Bumblebee is actually still, and in my mind's eye, he's actually kind of like the Spider-Man of Transformers, kind of like in the way he's actually got the quippiness and everything. He's got the never say die attitude and everything like that. If he's actually down, he always gets it back up, you know? So that, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I was
I was just agreeing. Yeah, no, I like it too. Yeah, like and the thing about Megatron too is like I always liked the thing about the original show is I just like you know the thing about one I don't like as much about that thing is like him being good then bad. Like I kind of do like Megatron just being born evil. I know they say people aren't born evil and such, but you know I believe in that, like, you know what I mean, pure, like, I don't know, just kind of evil, like, I don't know, you know.
Well, I don't know.
I like that idea that he was just like kind of like came into this world so evil, nothing even corrupted him. That's what I like about the old school thing.
So when you actually think about it and everything like that, I'm actually, so like, bear with me for a second, because I'm actually thinking politically, right? Because like everything is not necessarily cut or dry in certain cases and everything like that. And everybody is actually acting on their own ideals. So with Megatron, his ideal was probably like, you know, we've got to save Cybertron no matter the cost and everything. Even if it costs everyone else's lives, this is what I need to do for Cybertron, for the greater accomplishment of Cybertron, which is the greater accomplishment of me. Vote for me, you know, like that sort of thing. Like that's where he was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And Optimus's whole thing was actually just trying to get everyone on the same page in a way where we could kinesthetically work with everything else out there and everything like that, and still bring peace to Cybertron and everything like that. So two different values and everything like that, you know? But depending on where you're actually going and how you actually introduce those ideas and how you actually run through the ideas, that's where your good and evil actually starts, right? And then there goes like the... Right.
I think it's more of like just like, even if like, yeah, because it's like just a perception of how evil he is for sure. But I just mean like, I just like it when he kind of like, he doesn't have to like get, something doesn't have to happen to him for him to make those decisions. Like it's just kind of, he's born with, like, you know what I mean? He's just kind of like, he just sees like that way no matter what from the beginning. You know what I mean? I kind of like that.
Sometimes people are fucked up. Just saying.
You know, no, I know it's evil. It's not. Yeah, it's just as a kid, I thought, oh, that's crazy, man. The guy's fucking like dark or whatever. Like, you know, thinking some crazy shit. And like, yeah, like you said, it's like it might not even be that bad because it's his perspective, but still, it's just interesting, you know.
Right. It's kind of like his ideas of like, I want energy, but let's drain it out of these humans and kill them, and you know, who cares, because they're humans and like these small little things. And then Optimus is like, come on, man, what the hell? You know? So again, it depends on where you're actually going with your ideas and how you actually make these things come to fruition and everything like that, right? So like, so like there's all that stuff. Hold on, everyone. Yes, listen, Bumblebee will come back, okay? Like he'll come back as Goldbug or maybe Bumblebee, and then he'll actually come in with like he's been working out, man. He's been working out. He'll actually have like the Arnold Schwarzenegger look and everything like that. And he'll come back. You'll see. You'll see. What is going on?
Well, I was gonna, before we get to this rapid fire thing, how do you deal with any criticism or negativity in the fandom, like the collector fandom and stuff? Like,
I haven't really had any, you know, like, hold on, like, knock on wood, right?
Yeah.
Everyone in my fandom has actually been pretty good. Like, I don't like in the fandom, sure, but like in the fandom, you'll actually see that, and then you actually have to really take it with a grain of salt and everything like that. Like, right, because like you can't let everything angry up your blood or anything like that. You know, you're not like, you're not like 90 years old and you've got your picket fence or anything like that, and telling your kids to get off your lawn or anything like that. You know, you're not doing that. You know, and then like anybody, there's going to be a lot of negativity every year, and then for some reason, I don't know why fandoms, Star Wars, Transformers, even like I don't know about Star Trek. I would keep thinking that if somebody's actually going to do something negative in that fandom, they're Vulcan neck pinching somebody. But like, I'm just saying, like, there's going to be negativity in some way, shape, or form, and we all have to deal with it in certain ways and everything, or ignore it. You know what I mean? So negativity, I'm just like, cool. I'm going to move on to this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
no,
like,
you're super positive always, usually, like, yeah, or you know what I mean, especially when you're making stuff or online, like, you know, so like, yeah, like, you know, it's hard because, like, yeah, for me too, like, I don't really care, like, you're not gonna offend me. You can say I sound like this, look like this, like, I've heard it all
right.
before, man. Like, come up with something new, and I might use it for something. Because someone was saying something like, I know what the D stands for. They were trolling me on this thing, and then I made this new podcast. It was like more a stream, but it's just like, you know, what the D stand for. It's just like a hangout, laid back, no script, no nothing, right? But it's just so funny. Like, I was like, oh, that's a great idea. They're trying to insult me. I was like, I'm using that, baby. But like, it's like, you know.
And that's you turning a positive into a negative into a positive.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. So that's,
And
I mean,
that's
it's hard to
exactly
get me down too. So
Danny, that's really the way to be and everything like that. Because in a
Yeah.
world where we actually have like a lot of negative negativity and a lot of negative influences, a lot of negative everything, right? It's actually kind of like what you actually bring into the world on yourself, like on your own and everything.
Yeah.
Like digging deep into this part of you and everything like that. It's always about a couple of things. It's about this, and I'm actually thinking crown chakra and everything like that. So like, don't get me into like all the holistic stuff or anything.
No,
like that.
I know,
I'll
but
dig it.
still, I believe it too. I'm like in that spiritual word, like, you know what I mean. I'm into that. Too.
Yeah.
I love it.
So it's
yeah,
all about what you want to bring into the universe. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Totally. Yeah, I know. Like, I'm one of those people. Like, you kind of can make it happen too, right? You think positive, you try your hardest, and some stuff you know, it does happen. So the rapid fired, and then we're gonna get into new stuff. And what's your do you have a favorite Optimus Prime mold?
Probably that new one that's actually coming out for that video game or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Great. I mean, I love Studio Series 86. Like, that's probably like the pinnacle. I love MP10. Like,
Yes.
I can't, like,
MP10
I will
is great.
never get rid of my MP10, especially since the guy I actually bought mine from actually had like the aftermarket fingers for him and everything like that, which was just icing on the cake for him. But like, as far as that's actually concerned, like, it would probably be like Studio Series, then this one, then like the one that they were actually having for the previous video game. What was it again? Transformers Reactivate.
Reactivate, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great figure right there.
Brick
You know,
Builder.
like,
Yes, that was great. It was definitely great.
Brick
Yeah, I like
Builder.
Brick Builders in the house. What about favorite combiner team?
So for me, it's Superion, right? Because like I love the fact that like Autobot Jets are actually all together in a combiner team. But now that we're actually coming closer and closer to finishing off Bruticus there. It might be Bruticus, you know, because like, okay, here it goes with Bruticus, right? Like, I haven't gotten what? Shut your face! Shut your face! Oh my God! Look how beautiful that. Hold that guy up there for a second.
This figure is it's great, man. Like, people are hating on this a bit, but I think it's fantastic. Like, this plastic though, the Onslaught itself, I'm such an Onslaught fan that I'd almost want to buy another one just for Onslaught. Like, the plastic that Onslaught is made out of is amazing. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm in shock, and I'm not one of the people that hate on Hasbro too much over stuff, but like, the plastic that they have on this Onslaught is like a whole nother world. Like, it's maybe like the Minosaur, but a little better, like the Motor Master.
Look at that guy. Look at that beauty.
It's weird, yeah.
It's so cool. And
this
then,
was
like,
a bitch to turn into, though. I was getting frustrated with this figure.
Yeah, Brawl is actually really a great figure. I love that, like, how everything actually came out there.
Yeah.
So like, and then a lot of people were actually talking a lot of smack about like the fact that he actually had the 2 barrels in the back.
Yeah.
But it looks great. I mean, the 4 barrels in the back, but it looks great though, you know?
It does. It does.
Yeah,
and I know they're hating on this being that, but like, and they're like, oh, maybe this for like the skeleton combiner, maybe this is like the one that doesn't work the most. I love it though. Like I said, that once you see that plastic in hand, it is different. Like, there might be some different ingredient. Like, it seems very dense, like super dense.
And then some people were talking about how squat he is, but look at that.
It's not that squat, actually. I had that thing where I had an image of the cartoon, the third party, the toy, and all that, and they kind of like, it's around this when you really look at it.
I always feel like it's actually a 1-to-1 and everything, but
it's
beautiful.
Doing
doing biceps with them.
It's so
do your reps.
Yeah, in the gym, trying to get Slim Shady with Devastator. But yeah, no, favorite combiner. I always liked Bruticus too as a kid because I loved all the war stuff. But
yeah, the one thing I liked about Bruticus was that every single vehicle on that character was very different from the next and everything. You know, which wasn't like a repeating car, or plane, you know? And then there's also Abominus, which is actually just like a great, which is just a great character also, you know? Like, and then the fact that they actually have like such metal names, like, what was it? Like Sinner Twin. Like Sinner Twin's probably like one of my favorite names in that whole entire thing. And it was just like, how metal can you actually get?
I know,
you know?
metal. I know it's I know Sinner Twin. I know that's cool. I love metal too. Like, it's such a cool thing. What about what like do you know? Did you have a figure that comes to mind when I say like most overrated figure, like newer figure that's overrated that everyone loves that you don't really care for, or is it the opposite for you? You love Blitzwing that no one loves, or what?
No, I love Blitzwing. He's great. You hear that, Martin? Blitzwing is great.
I like it too. I love the robot mode. I have nothing. I like the Blitzwing figure. Actually.
And then when they actually made Overcharge for him, the only sadness that I actually that I have for that is the fact that they actually they didn't work it. Like I don't have my sword for him or anything, you know. What character does everybody love that I hate? I don't really know if I actually really hate anything.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything. Give me a moment though. I'm gonna spread some hatred on something.
What about do you do HasLab at all? Do you?
So I actually have Victory Saber, right? Okay, I had to have Victory Saber. I need Death Source, right? Because but he's the character, and then he sits on New York Hunter's desk all the time, just looking at me like, "Hi, I'm here," you know. And I'm just like, God damn it! Look at that guy. He looks so brilliant.
It is great. Like the thing is it's one of the better the plastic.
You have Leo Kaiser, right?
Yeah, right here too.
I want that so badly, and I didn't invest in it. And I know that
how expensive it got. It cost it was for Canada.
Look at how cool that is. Like I was kind of like,
this guy was way easier to put together than the Bruticus. These tanks and all this, but it's still good. Like the legs, how they did them and stuff.
Turn it around to the back.
Yeah.
Look at that. Everybody was just like, oh, you can see the guy's head. You just turn him around and fix everything.
I know. You turn them around. But these combiners, I know, but the thing is, too, I saved up or put that money aside at the time. Because, to ship him, I think because Bart wanted one, too. And it was $800 for two to ship to Canada. It's that's insane.
I want to say that TF Source actually has one that's actually going for about $649. I don't want to pay that much for him or anything like that, you know? Yeah. So I'll wait and see if anybody else actually has something. And I'm actually Quentin, I'm actually waiting for the eventual swindle, because that swindle is actually going to be something. And even though a lot of people are actually kind of betting against him, I think he's gonna make up the whole entire thing. I
think he looks good. I love Swindle to death. So, but for HasLab, do you have a dream HasLab project? Can you think of one?
I can actually. Yes. So I don't know if you guys are. This is the old man talking, right? So back in my day, we had a character called Spanner that was actually it was at 1/4 in a Transformers comic. He changed into a space bridge, but it was actually an actual bridge. It was kind of like he actually turned into Washington State Bridge or something like that. And every time he transformed, it hurts. His transformation was actually something that actually gave him a lot of pain and everything. He was actually but he actually wanted to actually do what was actually good, and he was actually being used to actually help the Decepticons, but he didn't want that. Eventually he actually did wind up offing himself in the whole in that part of the story, but that's one character that nobody has ever touched. I might be giving you guys some ideas out there. If you look up Spanner, cut me in, because I'm giving you the idea. I don't have the technology to do it, but I need that character. So Spanner was actually, hold on, let me see if I could actually find my phone somewhere, because I'm actually kind of excited about talking about that guy. But that's
it looks one. Someone on something and has a 3D print of one.
Does it really?
Yeah, I wonder if I could share this. Hold on. I think to bring the news up after this, anyways. But here, Transformers Google Spanner share. You see that on here? This thing.
Holy shit! No way.
Oh, that's like got foam, but someone's trying to make like a prototype, I guess, right?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just show you guys a little bit. Damn you, Google. Hold on. Go back. Come on, Safari, work for me. So this is what spanners should actually look like, roughly.
Yeah, I think I brought it up. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you got pictures
Yeah.
of it. Yeah. So like that character would be amazing, and he better be as big as Divorce Class Metroplex.
Yes.
Because yeah, you guys know who I'm talking about when I'm saying Divorce Class Metroplex, right?
Yes. Yeah, the huge.
Now, if that character ever got made, that would actually be worth so much after a while and everything. I would absolutely have to like sell some plasma or something to buy him, or because like that character is just worth it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Divorce Class. Yeah, I know. Like,
the first time I heard Divorce Class, I cried laughing.
I know, it's so funny. It's like, bring home like a real life doll or that. Yeah, your life's done. But it's so funny, Divorce Class. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool to see, right?
Mm-hmm. But if HasLab makes a HasLab that is actually worth their salt, that is the character that it would actually start designing. Hasbro, hire me. I will help you make it. You know, because I have some ideas. You know, but like that's just a character that just needs to be done yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get into the news now. Bring the news thing. There's just a few things on there. They're new, so we might as well discuss them because that's what the show's usually about. Usually, just do the news breakdown and whatever. But first time,
do you have a new song? Is it like
no? It's just a little clip, like doodly. You'll see it.
Transformers news.
That's all it is.
Nice.
Diddly dee, I know. Then I don't know.
You need to, what you're gonna have to do is eventually you're gonna have to have like a news desk with like yourself like right in the background with like a top with like a suit and everything like that.
Oh yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great. I had this other show too where like the classroom thing. It was so funny. Me and Ann were making it up one day. It was so funny. We were both just laughing our asses off. It was like, yeah. So this stuff, I think there's better pictures finally. Never even showed this off yet. The blaster, just the MP one, but it looks pretty good.
That blaster looks perfect.
Yeah. Hey?
Like, yeah, like he's probably like I love, and then that Steeljaw is great. Ramhorn, however, like I think his face is like a little bit too thin, right? But I love that blaster. That he's kind of like almost every, and then like it actually has like a lot there in the Japanese motif too and everything, right?
Totally.
So I'm just like comparing him to like say this guy right over here, whom I love, and I have the other version in my Autobot in my 86 collection right now and everything like that, right? So this is like my secondary, but like that guy just looks brilliant. Like look at that. And then Steeljaw too. I don't know if Steeljaw is actually going to come out to be as big as that, as small as that, but I kind of wish they could actually work it in a way. Yeah, that guy looks great though.
Yeah, it's a good job. Like, yeah, the thing is, like, it's just the thing about the masterpiece thing that got me down to is like, you know, they still don't do this guy, that guy. How many years has it been? Like, even the Beast Wars one, like, I ended up selling some of them because, like, the Cheetor looked like, because it's so old now, the Cheetor, that the time the Tigertron and his Rat Traps come out, the Cheetor looks like it's not even part of the same line at this point, in a way.
You don't think so? Because actually, I kind of like put Cheetor, and I was actually playing around with Cheetor just today, and it was just like, oh, he looks great here. You know, so like,
for me, it just looked like, I think separately it did, but I just felt like with the newer ones, it just kind of looked dated already, and it's like,
okay,
but
look at that.
Maybe it's just this is cool. But like I said, maybe it's just like how I thought. But like, you know what I mean? It just takes so long to get a full team, and especially for the actual Hasbro stuff, right?
Like I'm pretty sure that they'll eventually make an eject, right, Hasbro? Because like, look at that. Like, I think they put rewind in here.
Yeah, I think they did, right? Where was it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I can never remember if like which one was which.
Yeah, eject, rewind. I think. Yeah.
But you better not tell me that Rumble.
This is eject, actually. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So and then Ramhorn, I like the Ramhorn, but like I think his head is like a little bit too thin.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my only
know,
critique. Otherwise,
the
than that,
tape,
he's
the
great.
tape guys, I know that this guy's pretty cool, but they run that course because they're so thin. There's only so much to do, but yeah, it's still pretty cool. Yeah.
And now I need a rewind, and I need a Rosanna too.
Yes, yes, Rosanna.
It's cool. I kind of like I like the thought that they actually have a Rosanna. You know, so like it's great.
What are your thoughts on the Galvatron?
Yes, did I say? But I'm quiet. That's my inside voice. Like,
Yes.
look at that guy. That guy looks
Yeah.
great. I have a Galvatron over here. I'm not going to dig him out right now or anything like
No.
that. But that Galvatron looks great. That's not a masterpiece, right? That's just going to
No, it's just Takara's doing their own thing finally again. They're doing those repaints, of course, but now they're actually, yeah, Takara, it's basically like a Legends line. Like they've already done their, like, you know what I mean, the repaints of this and that set, but now they're actually, this is like, you know, that their actual, like this, the actual, like one of their actual own designs completely that they're doing. So
good old Takara.
Yeah,
let me tell you something.
Pre-order the other day.
Let me tell you something. That guy looks freaking brilliant. He does everything that the old one did except better.
Totally. That's and they're coming out the gate like with their own thing. Like this is a hard hit, man. Like it's good. Like like I'm impressed. Like that's what I mean. Hasbro Takara Transformers, and like it almost looks masterpiece, like you're saying in a way. So it's like it's so cool. Like like I like that's why I'm like focusing on this stuff more too now. Like I'm happy with this Bruticus. I'm happy with the way this looks. You know,
I was so thinking that it was a masterpiece for a second, and I didn't get a chance to read up a lot more about him or anything like that. But as soon as I saw the design, I was in on that guy right there.
Yeah, it's so
Is
cool.
That... Wait, okay. I thought I saw something that made me think that he was actually like Liege Maximo, but he can't be.
No, it is like completely their own thing.
Good.
Yeah, because like I said, they're trying to hit the gate. Like I know they did that like that other one, a couple. Like I know they're doing the repaint of the, the Galaxy Prime or whatever, right? The Nemesis one, but yeah, they're like, this is when they're first, like they showed off at that toy show, one of their first of their own things. So that's cool. Like they're coming back pretty solid, right?
No, I'm stoked about that one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice to see. And then this with Pack, the Rainmakers for Hasbro, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy those.
No way.
Yeah, I like those guys a lot too, because I'm a big fan of Acid Storm, especially.
Yes.
But yeah, Acid Storm, I kind of like wanted an Acid Storm so I can actually revamp him, so I can actually like burn his wings a bit and everything, so I actually make it look like it's actually been like through acid or something, because like that guy's great. And I have like I
was just gonna say they're actually doing the Nova Storm and the Sunstorm together, which sometimes they do either one, so it's kind of cool.
They look so good.
Both. Yeah.
They look great. I can't justify it because I actually still have the Tetrajet Rainmakers, but at the same time, there are a couple of other characters over here that I think would be great. And like, look at the colors on that dude.
I know he's great. Like another blue guy, but like I know the Acid Storm is always a hit.
You're making me want to buy him now, but I can't. I don't want to. This is what we were talking about earlier, right? With the. Do you have to have every one of them?
Yes.
And do I have to catch them all? or do I leave a few of them up for everyone else? And but look at those guys, though. Look at that. They might as well be the Ginyu Force.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Chase.
All right.
Yeah, I know. It's perfect. Yeah, strike a pose, child.
That's exactly the picture I'm going to take of them if I do get.
Yeah, I know they're great. Like I know these I have to have personally because, like I said, like this. Yeah, we got the Nova or whatever, but now doing both of them, it's so unique. Like I love the orange one with the white on them, like I always did.
Yeah,
and the Acid Storm was too cool, but yeah, it's just crazy. Like But yeah, this I don't mind buying because at least they're different characters. Like for me, it's like that new Insecticon pack was on the shelf today at EB Games, $100. I didn't buy it. A part of me wanted it so bad just for that one gray, like the repaints on them. But it's just like, do I really need that right this second? Probably.
Yeah.
Not,
and I hear the plastic on those Insecticons is actually so much more robust than it was on the last. The last sets,
it looks dense. It looks good, and it was so hard to pass on. But it's just like, do I really need it this second? Like
right. I get it.
But if I saw these guys, like at least they're different. I know it's all the same mold, but at least it's different guys technically. So
right. And like with the Insecticons, I kept on looking at them and just like, and like one of my like my Kickback's face is actually kind of marred because of like the miscolor and everything like that.
Yeah,
And so like I
yeah.
was thinking, should I get that? And then they actually have Bombshell and like almost correct colors, and it was
I
like, do I need
know.
it? You know what I mean? So like I don't know. I'm still up in the
Cool.
air, but like these guys look great though.
I know.
They look great.
They do.
They look great. I don't know if I can buy them. You know, that's the thing. You're right.
I know. It's so, I know. It's just the battle of this hobby. Like, at least like that's why I like some of it right now. Like how we're moving away from a lot of the G. Like I love the G1, of course. And there's lots of G1 European stuff I still need.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's more new characters, if it's remolds or whatever, retools is fine. But it's just nice to see, like, I love the Turbo Masters. Like one of my favorite Autobots, always Rotor Storm. Like I love like his.
Yes.
He had that repaint before, but I'd love for him to get his own mold because his original toy, I have it. It's bulky, it's big, it's blue, it's cool. Like it's stuff like that I want to see more of.
Hold on a second. You want to know something about Rotor Storm? So like I get what you were saying about like having a toy that looks like his G1 counterpart.
Yes.
Hold on. Not rehashing old memories because an ex-girlfriend of mine actually got it for me and everything like that. But this character is great. And then I found like the aftermarket part that actually made him look
cool.
like that. You see?
Yes, because I have the original, but that looks great. Like I have that toy too, but that looks great on the shoulder. So much more like the original toy. That's freaking amazing.
And all it was just this one little piece that actually was needed and everything to make him look more the part. You know what I mean?
Wow, that makes him look way better. It's cool. But like I said, I'd love to see his very own mold of that because I know that was like Sinister or something, right? But it'd be so cool if he had his all authentic. We got Thunderwing and him and all that in their own molds would be amazing.
Thunderwing would actually be a great character to have too, and everything.
And Boss, that little blue card that's part of their group.
Yeah,
he's cool.
I'm surprised they didn't make Thunderwing actually happen, especially with like, what was the, especially since we actually had a Sky Striker and everything from Titans Returns. I mean, Shadow Striker. So like, I'm kind of surprised they didn't make that actually happen with Thunderwing and everything.
Yes.
They went another direction,
No, I know it's very strange. Yeah, like those guys don't get enough love. Like Scorch, like I said, the Thunderwing. Like it's just, I want more of those guys. Like and the Rotor Master, like the UK stuff, like it's like the 1.5 before G2. Like I love that stuff. The European stuff. Like I said, I don't mind more G1. I just want more of the original. Like stuff, like more new characters is fine, right?
So I like the UK stuff, but I equally love all the things that actually like all the characters that came out of Japan with like headmasters, with like the headmasters and like everything else. You know what I mean? So like those were actually great.
Yeah, they just get a bit more love, but not as much still. Like we finally but yeah, some of that weirder European stuff we never see. So it's hard. Yeah. Which one
is this? A new? That's not a new Repugnance.
No, I don't know. It's just TFCon. It must be some of the exclusives. I think. I don't know what it's saying. It's just for the TFCon, mate. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't get enough.
I don't know if there's
bots.
The what?
I can't get enough of the monster.
No,
bots.
I know. Swindle. That's kind of older. This. What did you think about this? Did you care about this?
I was making a joke. I was just like, I'm gonna make it Velma, and that's who she's gonna be. Don't tell me anything. Who said that? But like I think it's cool. I'm not exactly sure if I'm actually gonna get it myself. And then if I do get it, it's gonna be Shaggy or Velma, or I think Shaggy more than anything else, because you have Scooby. But it's cool, like for the person who actually wants it. I actually have a turtle. I have the Turtles van. I only used it once for a review and then never again. I didn't. I sold most of my like whatever they're called. Why am I such an idiot? The Turtles.
Yeah, but this like the mashups or whatever they're called, like the
the crossovers.
Crossovers. Jeez, but I sold most of mine because it's just like. Do I need a Ghostbusters thing? Do I need a turtle thing? Probably not.
I get it. I do want the Ghostbusters one because it's actually great. I love the Knight Rider version. I love the
Yes, that's really cool. I don't have it. But...
I love every single one of the Hot Wheels crossovers, because like the Hot Wheels crossovers are great. I have a couple over here right now that I need to like actually take out a package and everything, just mess around with it. I love this.
Yes, that robot mode looks really good on that figure.
Right. I love this a lot. And then I got it because Ken actually all of a sudden started saying, "Hey, look at this, guys." I was just like, "Oh, damn it. Now I got to get that guy," you know?
Yeah, no, that guy looks really good, actually. It's like, and yeah, the Hot Wheels ones, they make more sense to me because they can actually be like your own Transformers, you know what I mean?
Right.
But this stands out like weirdly. But I mean, it's a cool concept, like if you like that. And it gets people maybe that don't buy Transformers to buy it, like if you're hardcore Scooby-Doo and that's all.
Oh, you know there are going to be hardcore Scooby-Doo fans.
Yeah,
there he goes.
Yeah. Do you like this at all? Or?
I don't just like that.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's so good.
I don't know if I'm actually going to shell out the money for him, but I almost need to because he looks amazing. Look at that. I want to get all the guys. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, it just looks too cool. Like someone said it reminded them of Clint Eastwood with the poncho on. I think it's pretty funny.
Wait, go back one picture for a second. Look how good those guys look. Those guys look amazing. I want every single one of them. I can't justify the cost, but I want every single one of them.
They look so good. They're just costly, but they're just like the Prime just is like, it's so different. I love the colors.
That guy's just great. And they're actually going to come out with a red one and everything. They're going to come out with a red one. They're going to come out with a Evangelion one, right? They're going to come up with a Nemesis one. They're going to have like all the Primes and everything. Like they're going to come out with Magnus. Yep, exactly. But like that guy just looks special though.
Oh yeah, this is different. I like it. Like it's I want to see what the plastic feels like, the engineering. So that'd be cool.
Yeah, and the engineering's beautiful. If you actually got a chance to check out the transformation videos that Takara actually released, it's just beautiful.
Yeah, I know this is just that. I don't think there's much more on here because I went through it on my other show, but those were the newest ones. Oh yeah, this was I talking about Fans Hobby. This is that guy from that Turbo Masters line, but it's an exclusive, of course, for TF.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, like Scorch, I think the original character's name.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. I think I had that third-party Fans. This is Fans Hobby. I had that third-party Fans Hobby Thunderwing, and like, the boss was $400 to get. I was just like, dude, I'm out at that point. Like, I love it, but it's just not fun. Like, because my OCD kicked in. I'm like, I need this guy, and it's $400, but I need this, I need that. It's just like, at that point, it's just like, and it's so exclusive. Like, this one's another exclusive. It just becomes unfun to collect at that point.
I dig it. I get exactly where you're coming from because, like, you can't get all the exclusives. You can't get all the figures, and then like go back up for just a little bit.
Yeah,
up. There we go. No, not that. What I thought I saw? Not the Scooby-Doo vent. I thought I saw. I thought I saw that. What was it? The Cyberverse. The Cyberverse Cosmos.
Oh no! Yeah, I don't think did they show that yet on here? I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't think that he's actually going to be sold for whatever reason and everything, and that kind of upsets me a lot. Because like that guy's going to be great.
Yeah, like I said, they're mostly in the older stuff there, but yeah, it's interesting to say, like, like there's just so much, so little, so much room too. I guess like I have more room here now, but it's just like I don't know, it just becomes a lot because, like I said, I collect all this other stuff too.
Right. I got it.
And I'm like, I definitely need this. I definitely need this. I need that.
Like right now, I'm trying to finish off the 13 primes. I got Liege Maximo. Yeah. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put that guy, but like at the same time, like I need to put him in the collection and everything because like I'm a big fan of like all of the 13 primes and that whole entire lore because it kind of reminds me of like the gods, you know what I mean, like the Roman gods and everything like that, the Greek gods, like all the like the African gods, like the Japanese gods and the god, like everything that actually tells like that kind of lore, So I'm dying to like actually finish off that whole thing. I never got Star Convoy. I kind of almost feel like I need one, but I don't know if I do.
Yeah, if you get them on a good price, some people hate it on. I do have them, but it's like I like them, but it's I know some people are getting them cheap at one point because some places had them like clearanced off, but I don't know if it was in North America or whatever. Right?
Well, drop me a line if you actually see the
clearance. If I see one or at a show or something for cheap, I'll let you know.
Yeah, if I ever see that guy like going for $3.44, I'm in.
what was the price? It was 144 Canadian dollars at EB Games. So
okay, so that's
yeah.
Gotcha. That's not
Yeah,
bad.
no, it's not too bad. Here, I got a question here for you. A little like I always pick one out of this random thing, so I'll show it to you, and then talk about that, and then we can just hang out for a little bit more or whatever you want. And then
All right, cool. So has social media changed the way people collect Transformers? Yes and no. So like this is the thing. I think like when it came down to the movies themselves and everything like that, like as much as I like to like actually disbar like all the stuff that actually happens in the movies and everything like that, the movies and that sort of thing, like they actually serve the purpose. And when I kept on talking about Transformers before, I used to talk about this a lot with other friends and everything like that. I said, all they need is one good sci-fi movie, and then they will actually be on the map, Yeah. And then Michael Bay actually did that. Now, successfully too, and everything like that. So, like, I mean, it was different from what we're actually used to. I think when you actually have like our online communities, and then like the ability for people to actually kind of like traipse into things to like see new videos and everything like that, like we actually all kind of like influence each other in certain ways and everything, right? We're always rubbing elbows against each other and that sort of thing, artistically, or like when it comes down to Transformers and that sort of thing, right? So like I think there's some people who will actually see like a bot that they actually like, and they'll be like, oh, I got to get it on that,
Yes,
or there are some people who actually kind of like hop on for nostalgia and everything like that. I think like the online communities may like when you're actually kind of like doing something online, it may or may not influence things, but I'm not exactly sure exactly to how much of a degree.
Yeah. I think it's just like more the FOMO like makes driven people, like, you know what I mean? You see it on Instagram, you see it on someone and they're holding it up and they think they're saying it's the coolest, it's the whatever, and then it makes you like get that FOMO driven stuff. So I feel like
you
that
did with the Rainmakers just now.
Yes. I know, we're holding that up. Oh, look what she's got. But it's like, you know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, but that you have to they could do that with anything. Before it was like commercials, like you're saying, and stuff like that made us feel that way, right? But you'd only see it like, if you got the, like a, catalog or something to look at back in the day for figures, or seen it on TV or a flyer or whatever. But now it's in your face constantly, and everyone's like, you gotta have it, but.
Yeah, I don't know if you've actually had that thing where like you're actually using your phone and all of a sudden a commercial actually pops up for like something that you actually want or something like that, or like they remind you about, or like, or like the
or his charges either. But I know it's one of those things where it's like, you think like, oh my god, like, because I'll see like some weird figure too, and I'm like, I go obsessed, like I need it, and then you get it and you're like, oh, do I really need it? But and all the hype driven, like, all the people trying to get it like for YouTube, I guess, like to review it first and do this and that, and it comes into this whole mess, which can be crazy, right?
Right. And then for some reason, like they actually have the guys who actually go off and spend like $400 in order to get like a figure like that's actually this small, just to like actually have it on first and everything like that. I don't have any hate against those people or anything like that, honestly.
Me either. I'm not one of those either.
Yeah, and then Hasbro wouldn't either, because like I kind of feel as though they kind of like say, okay, let them see the characters. It'll actually drive up our sales, which it does, because it kind of like gets the person to like know exactly what they're actually getting.
And all those people that say that complain about like, like, oh, they should stop these people from showing the figures before Hasbro does. They don't care, because it's all free marketing, free buzz. It's getting people to talk about it. They have to do nothing. They lift no finger.
And the thing is that I've actually seen those characters actually get invited to like actually different Hasbro events and everything like that. Whatever, like that's kind of like the thing there. Like, am I mad about that? Like, no, but like at the same time, it would actually be nice to like actually like know that you actually have like a good fan base that actually, I don't know, like there's like so many different things that actually comes when it comes down to making videos or influencing and that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's that. Hold it 1 second.
Yeah.
Sorry. Be right back.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, there's just so much going on,
Okay, there we go. So like there's that there's all the stuff there and everything like that. So like I don't know, like for me, hold on, I'm having a difficulty. I'll be right back.
No worries. Yeah. No, thank you for everyone for hanging out. So nice to connect with Norbz again, and everyone in the chat. Thank you for being here today. Instead of hanging out for a bit more, but thank you so much. It's always great to hang out. And here's some anime.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm just having a technical difficulty. Something going on with my leg.
Like I said, it's just nice to connect, and it's been nice to everyone that's been here so far. It's just, yeah, always fun.
There we go. I'm gonna stand up for like a minute.
Yeah, there you go. Super.
There we are. Yeah, so like that's how that's as far as that goes and everything like that. I do love everything that's actually going on with the fandom though and everything, you know.
Yeah,
I mean? Like, it's actually always great seeing what people are actually collecting, seeing what people are actually into and that sort of thing, you know what I mean? Helping people along with the influences and everything like that, showing people exactly how to like do certain things. Like I'm actually a big fan of like sometimes actually having like those upgrade stories or something, or like sometimes like having the hold on, there we go, or having like the upgrade kits and everything like that, and kind of like walking through people like how people actually should actually do things. I do a lot of things with like tightening up my characters and everything like that also by using keys and that sort of thing, you know. But there are other things I want to experiment with also and everything like that too. So
yeah. You okay?
Sorry. Yeah. Something going on with my leg and everything like that. It just all of a sudden just happened, just out of the blue and everything like that. I got like a Charlie horse going over here.
I hate
what's going on there. Yeah, just all of a sudden just happened, and I was just like, "What the heck?" And then every time, and then I was actually going back in the sitting position again. Yeah, and all of a sudden it happened again. I was just like, I'm pretty sure somebody's actually like, "Get out of here, old man." That's what's actually happening.
No, it's too funny. What's on the board for you in the future though? Like, are you gonna get more into reviews again, or like you said, for the YouTube stuff, or what are you thinking?
I really want to, you know, like, but for me, it's actually about time, you know, so like time being spent over at work, time with like family, it's with family stuff and everything like that. Time just trying to like do this thing and just like create my own story and everything like that, you know? Yeah. So, but I do want to do that. I do want to like actually be able to use that, and I do want to be able to like use a little bit of what I actually do with collecting to actually kind of like brandish my own story and everything like that eventually. You know, so if I can actually get like my ideas out there and everything, I will. But like, it's not time yet. You know, so like that's kind of my thing there. Yeah.
I know. I feel the same with stuff like that too, because you create it. It's just like timing and a lot of work that goes into it, right?
Exactly. So there's that. I need like more time to do that, and a lot more time to draw and everything like that too, because like I feel like I've actually been so out of practice and everything like that, you know. So like when I ever do get a chance to like sit down and draw, I'm kind of like in that point where I'm just like, I don't know if I should actually be sitting down to draw or if I should actually be doing something else, or like, and then I have a hard time like being able to like actually settle so then I can actually just do what I actually want to do and focus and everything like that, you know, because I always feel like there's something else actually popping up. It's not you, it's me. It's actually just like all the stuff that actually goes on with like being an artist, but like also being on demand all the time and everything like that too, you know? So
do you have like ADHD type thing, like where you just kind of like can't decide what to do, or like?
Well, it's not even ADHD. Yeah. I'm just hyper vigilant on everything that's actually happening and everything. Like I do actually have ADHD sometimes. You know what I mean?
Same,
so like I do.
To a point, I know. I wouldn't really consider it either, but I know what you mean. Yeah, like some people, like I know I feel the same. Like sometimes hard for me to sit down and focus on one, but then it isn't. It's just and I got a lot of weird shit always going on too with family and life and.
Exactamundo. So like that's kind of like one of the things that's kind of like one of the reasons why I haven't really been able to like really sit down and just like really work on like actual reviews. And then I kind of feel like that with art too. Like I sit down and then all of a sudden there's something else happening, you know? So so it's actually really hard for me. And like now I actually have like almost a space where I can actually do that. I just have to put it in my own mind's eye that I can actually give myself the freedom to work. You know?
I know some stuff I have to do too, and it's like, well, okay, I'm getting paid, so it's easier to focus on that. But when it comes to something like making a more in-depth YouTube thing or doing something like this or that, it is harder because I feel the guilt too. Like, should I actually be doing this right now? Like, I'm sitting around with a dog puppet on my hand, and like, but I could be doing this and that. You know what I mean? So it kind of,
I get it.
Yeah, it gets to you,
I
right?
totally got it. So there's that. Sorry about that. Like I was going to sit down again and everything, and all of a sudden the Charlie horse actually just started popping up again. And everything like that. I hate it so much.
Oh, no worries. We can get going soon too, because almost 2 hours. So
is it really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, get out of here. Well, that's what actually happens with time. And I'm actually having a great time talking with you and everything too. So
Yeah, me too. It's fun. Yeah, it's been good. Like hopefully we'll get hopefully we'll get together again with everyone. Hey, like hopefully, hopefully someone does a Saturday thing sometime or does something soon.
Absolutely. And don't like, you can always ask me back again. We'll actually just try to work it out where we can actually like kind of like make things actually filter with the both of us and everything like that too. So I'm always game.
Yeah, like I said, I always like to do Danny and Friends, but it's so hard to get people together. Like I said, like it's like that's the thing about the Saturday that was good. Like everyone could most people had that day or that evening off, even if they have kids or family. So it was good to get together with everyone, right?
I wish that was actually the case with me now. Like now I actually have like Saturday and I have like Saturday and Sunday like hours now and everything like that, and that actually kind of comes into play too and everything like that. So, but I'll work it somehow.
Well, I mean, thank you for everyone that was in chat today. It was awesome. Like I said, finally getting to sit down with you, hang out. It's been fun. And like everyone in chat, thanks for showing up. And you can just plug your stuff again and we'll get out of here.
Okay. Everyone, I just want to just come back over here. Thanks for joining us tonight and everything. I really appreciate each and every one of you for coming in. I think that you guys are actually all amazing, and you guys have actually made me feel at home, especially with all the comments and everything like that. I appreciate you all like taking the time to type. As always, make sure that you actually treat yourselves amazingly. Each and every one of you are actually the main character in your story. Your own story. Treat yourselves with that main character energy and everything like that. Make sure that you are actually treating yourselves amazingly. Treat everyone else amazingly. Kindness, empathy are actually the things that are actually the missing elements in this world. Make sure that you actually put that out there. As always, stalk me everywhere, right? So like I'm actually on YouTube, I'm actually on Instagram as Diecast Norbz Activate, I'm actually on YouTube as Diecast Norbz Activate. You can actually find us on the Transformers Hooligans Hangout. You can actually find me also on X, on Blue Sky, and you can actually find me on Tumblr for whatever reason. I don't know. Like, should I actually quit Tumblr? I don't know. Like, it's actually
I don't know.
it's a thing that nobody uses it. You know what I mean?
I used to really ban my account, but I liked it.
Yeah. Also, I'm actually still like doing some more stuff and everything like that. Just like trying to like create the perfect hero's adventure and everything like that. Bear with me. One day it'll actually come to fruition and everything. I will manifest that happening, So again, also stalk Danny because she's amazing, right? She's actually like amazing for like I'm just telling you the truth. She's amazing. She's actually like the person who actually made this all happen and everything. So thanks a lot, Danny.
Of course, like I said, always fun, like a joint get together. And like I said, we get together again soon or whenever we can down the road. It'd be great. But thanks for joining us. And I'll see you all soon. And have a good day and stay safe. Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. One more quick thing. Okay. Now remember, when these stop being magical, that's when I'll stop collecting. There we go. I forgot about to put that part in there. Yeah.
Take care. See you soon, all y'all. Bye-bye.
Hey, Cyber fans. Thanks for tuning in. We've got toys and facts, sassy dates and wins. From Transformers, bots to figures on display. Catch us next time on Danni Dolphin Cybercast. Hooray! See you soon. Keep collecting, keep having fun.